come draw with me. My name is Sasha, or Leon if you want to get fancy with it, and I am a filthy liar who has not been doing this daily. It has been 7 days since my last video, which, you know what? To the ghosts out there who are waiting with bated breath for this video, I have returned from the ether and the hole that is Pokefarmq and clicking, and I totally don't have Pokefarmq open right now on my computer, just waiting for someone to have Wonder Traded. Hey, I got one. What'd I get? Ooh, I think I already have you, but you look cute. Anyway, before I get distracted, hi again. For some reason, my last video got 11 views. That is 11 too many. If you see this video, click off. This is not for you. I will, whatever it will take to scare you away. Ooga booga, boogaloo, whatever. Just shoo, shoo, shoo. This is for me to talk to a void. Talk to a void. But before you leave, give me a drawing request because there's the cat. Because I always run out of ideas. Anyway, now that I've done that, I've drawn a few warning. Although I've drawn things in, ahead of time for this, at some point you're going to get an influx of My Hero Academia drawings because on Pokefarmq there are so many My Hero Academia fans. So many. It is honestly surprising. A good surprise, but honestly surprising. So yeah, you might see a few My Hero Academia drawings later down the line, and you get to hear me be insufferable about it. Anyway, so this is actually, as you could probably see from that little quick gather out, that is actually an OC of mine that I am currently drawing. Her name is Tina, and she is, honestly, I think, yeah, she's my first ever OC that I am consistently drawing. I remember drawing her in elementary school on MS Paint, slowly drawing her on paper first, taking a picture on my phone, and then emailing the picture to myself so I could upload it onto my PC, and then going into MS Paint and painstakingly coloring in her face, just pixel by pixel, to make sure I got perfect. And I like to think that my art has improved since then. Although I should probably go back to and experiment with a bit of pixel art style. Been a hot second since I've done that. Anyway, as you can see, I am just positioning her into being sassy. I completely forgot how I did this drawing because, again, I draw everything way too ahead of time, and it has been 7 days since I have made a video of this, and while I technically record the drawing as I do it, so that's been done in advance, I don't record the audio until, I post it, and although it takes a few hours for me to post it, I do this in, one take, unless otherwise bitched about. Also, as you can see, I don't draw ears. I know the very basics of drawing ears. So when I draw pointed ears like those on Tina, I typically will draw normal human ears and then go out and extend them. I think it helps them look more realistic or look more natural, look like they flow out with the body more. I also like to give her a little nose bump at the front. I just remember what it was about. And I think it's been a hot second since I've seen what species she is. She was originally inspired by goblins, but in the current story she's in, she is, I want to say dream maker, dream weaver, something like that. And she has a whole backstory that I could get into, and I could bore you with, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to ramble about how, honestly, even though she is one of my oldest OCs, other than, I want to say, Mindy, she's the one who's gone through, the most renovations. Buster is an OC, you'll see, who actually is in the same universe as, as Tina. You can tell if they're in the same universe, mainly if they're wearing the yellow outfit. That is because angst, facility, angst, whatever. Anyway, Mindy is not part of this universe, but Buster is. Buster is a robot that, honestly, all I did was just edit how I colored him. That's about it. Mindy got a completely different overhaul of design. Did she? No, she didn't even get an overhaul of design. She just got an overhaul of, like, character. While Tina's the one who's absolutely gotten... Her character at its core has always been angst, or not angst, just edgy. Just, like, edgy, angsty teenager who always has something to say, right? And I want to say her general color palette has stayed the same. Green skin, brown hair, blue eyes, and she does, when she's not, trapped in an evil facility that is trying to brainwash her into being fitting with societal standards, she has a bunch of piercings in her ears. So, and her hairstyle has also stayed practically the same. I think she didn't originally have a faint blue scar you're about to see her have when I color her in. She didn't used to have that scar, but she does now. Yeah. Those are definitely colors that I have fucked with a lot. Just changing, well, the colors have stayed the same, and if she's, again, not in the typical gross looking light yellow outfit, she's typically wearing pink shirt and blue jeans. So those colors, as you can tell, were definitely picked by an elementary schooler. But I like to think I make them work, especially with the light blue eyes, which have always been, like, the sticking point. Honestly, it's just getting the green to work with things, especially with how I do my style. But I like to think I've managed to make her work pretty well and have a character palette that's at least somewhat cohesive. Shading is definitely something that helps me a lot, though. Yeah, and I'm, again, totally not playing Pokefarmq while I... Ooh, wait, no, I already have you. What do I need? Again, totally not playing Pokefarmq while I'm doing this. Wonder trading. It's a wonder. Anyway, I'm just doing my usual art style, the coloring in, all that. But yeah, it's so fun just to draw old character OCs I have every once in a while. I'm hoping to continue drawing them, get back into them, really get in love with the stories again. I'm hoping one day to be able to make visual novels of most of the stories I have in mind. There is one I want to just write a straight novel about, and honestly, not even so that people will read them. Okay, one, I do want people to read, but like, the actual novel, yes, but even then, I'm not expecting fame or fortune or anything like that. I will be happy if it ever gets published, or if it even gets finished, goodness. But yeah, I am not one. I have long since given up on having people see my stuff. It's nice to just be able to create and put it out there. These videos are not for people to see. It's why I jokingly freak out when I see more than, like, one view on something. When I see one view on something, I'm like, oh god. Oh no. And low-key freak out just because I like to talk. God, sorry, it's like 2 a.m. But, I like being able just to blabble about random shit. Like how I do basic shading here. I think I just kept it at basic shading, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention, I actually made Tina one of her big character designs I decided to change was I made her fat. Which, I don't know, it's just something I wanted to make her. After I realized I thought it'd fit her character more. But yeah, one of her character traits from not just design, the color palette, and how I drew her was also just her entire body shape changing from skinny to fat. I think I changed it fully to a pear body shape, if I recall correctly. She doesn't have visible breasts, mainly because I made her a trans woman. I think she's lesbian. I'd need to recheck my notes. Such a good character designer. I don't even remember the sexualities of my characters. Yeah. And then I'm just writing down a few bits of dialogue. This is, again, she's addressing Buster the robot. Love him to death. But yeah. That was incoherent, incohesive, it made no damn sense. That's fine. I hope you'll have a lovely night. And again, if anyone sees this and you have a recommendation for art, feel free to like send it through. I do not mind. Also, I am Tomu-chan on Pokefarmq, which is capital TOMU-CHAN. If you wanna add me, I am, especially if you're a My Hero Academia fan, just because might as well add more. I'm slowly finding all of them and throwing them into my Discord PMs. So, yeah, anyway. That's it for me. Go to sleep at a reasonable time. Bye.